Hello, environmentally friendly fans, and welcome back to Recycling Center Simulator. So let's head over to our secretary or assistant here. We're going to take the deals she has. I'm assuming they're all good deals. That's why I'm paying her the big bucks that I am, so hopefully she's gotten us some good stuff. Perfect. Alright, so we've spent a decent amount of money there, but you know what? Yesterday it worked out great for us. I mean, just in the cash registers alone, we actually made more money back than we would have otherwise. He's got a yellow hat on. I wonder if that's because he's the 3-star or not. Alright, well you can take the biggest order. You go ahead and take care of that. Let's not have a truck go through me again today, because that was creepy yesterday. 64, so you can still take a big order too. You know what? I haven't been to the docks in a little bit. So let's go ahead and have you do that one, and I'll go ahead and handle the docks. Alright, here we are. Having to get used to the controls again. I just got done playing TCG Card Shop Simulator and used to the controls on that, so that is one thing about playing multiple simulators like this. I think I mentioned in that video as well, is it's so hard to get used to the difference in controls between them. A lot of the stuff is very similar, which is great, but not everything is. And so sometimes if you see me just standing somewhere for a little bit, the reason is I'm trying to figure out what button I need to press. Bank it off the wall there. There we go. Now I will say the last time I was in this area, I don't believe I found all of the trash if I remember correctly. It was very challenging in this area. So I'm going to do my best this time to not have a repeat performance of that. So I'm going to be fairly thorough in looking about, try to make sense of it all. We'll sort of create a nest there of all of the stuff that I have to go pick up and put in still. Alright, nothing there. You can see through that door a little bit. Nothing in here. Wondering if I could steal this pallet jack, because if you watched the last episode, mine doesn't work right anymore. I sort of broke it. Ah well though. Not like we really need it too much, so not the end of the world. Alright. Trying, as I said, to be thorough and check everything just to make sure I'm not missing something minor. Ooh, looks like we have some kind of chest or something over there. Once again, it seems like when I take these places that she selects for us as a deal, we get little extras with it. And so it's really been paying off with her. I am liking it. Wow. Alright. I sort of screwed up on that one. There we go, though. Hey, 200 bucks back right there. That's what I think I was at, like 1,300 beforehand. I'm already up to only 700 away again, and we haven't even recycled anything yet. Love that. Hey, we got it all in. Perfect. We're done there, so let's go ahead and move on to this place next. I do like being able to get all my places at the beginning of the day, and so that way I can just go from one to the next. Makes life really simple. There's a big parking lot area this time. That's what I mean. I will say the shops get a little bit repetitive because they sort of all look the same. But they do little things like the size of the parking lot, for example, to try to change it up some, and I appreciate that. Also does seem as we're going up in level that we are getting bigger and bigger locations by also the size of the amount of recyclables that we're finding in them. So I do like that as well because it means that we're able to increase faster and faster. I don't feel like right now with the base game, without any type of DLC and stuff, that this game is going to last for too long. I think I'm going to probably beat it on the channel fairly quickly here. Possibly over the next couple nights, depending on how the other game that I'm going to be recording in advance for when I'm on vacation goes. But I think that it's not going to last too much longer either way. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to play it to its fullest. I'm not being negative about the game in saying that, you know, it's not got a lot to it. It was not an expensive game by any means, and for the price, I feel like I'm getting exactly what I had paid for. So I'm perfectly happy with that. And quite frankly, I'm really enjoying it. The graphics, the interactions and stuff are quite fun. There are things I would do differently possibly if I had been the one designing the game, such as like I would have it where you can disassemble the shelves and such. I do know of a simulator game that's going to be coming out where it somewhat does that exact thing. But I don't think it's a recycling game then. I think you're really just sort of salvaging. Which, as I said, not a bad thing. I have no problem with it, and I'm looking forward to playing that game also when it comes out. I believe that's next year that one will be out. But sort of the one thing here, I do wish that they had given us the ability to... That's just a painted wall, I guess? Yeah, painted wall. Alright. But I do wish they had given us the ability to, like, disassemble things and recycle them as well. Because, I mean, we've got this wood desk here. That would be worth some money, I would think. But we're not allowed to. Or at least I wish the storyline would sort of tell us why we're not allowed to, if that makes sense. So, you know, maybe this is a place that they're remodeling right now, and they want things like that cash register still. So they don't want us to take it apart. I'm going to go in this room first because I'm allowed in this room. The other room I think I have to pick the lock for. So the other room is going to be one that is just goodies. This is all the stuff I came here for, so I need to make sure I get all this. But yeah, I mean, really, I can say it's a fairly short game, but the fact is that each of these recordings, I think, is roughly... Oh, I'm going to have to put a bag down. But each recording, I'd say, is roughly 30 to 40 minutes in length. So you figure I've already, I think, on like recording 7 or 8 for this game. So it's taken up a decent amount of time. I can't say that it has not. So I'm pleased enough with that, but I just wish there was even more of it. I mean, to me, that's sort of giving credit to the game because it makes you want to play more. There are some games I have played, excuse me there, but there are some games that I have played where I try to be positive about the game and stuff, but in reality, I really couldn't wait till I was done with it. And to me, that says something about the game. When you're just thankful when it's finally over, kind of deal. Alright, so I'm missing some paper waste somewhere. Gonna have to keep an eye out for that. But we're gonna head in here. Huh. Interesting. So this is just extra trash that they're giving me. And in there, $200. Really not complaining about that. I've just got to try to find this one piece of cardboard or such that I was missing. Because that room I do not believe counts in any way, shape, or form. So that's not what I was missing. I will say the missing tiles make it a bit hard at points because it could be a newspaper or something on the ground and you wouldn't even notice it. Huh. Well, I can honestly say I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's outside, maybe it's something out there that I missed. Yeah, because that bag doesn't count. I've got an invisible wall there. Invisible wall here. I'm not sure. I'm sure it is something, but I'm just not seeing it. I do one more walkthrough and then I might have to just admit defeat and take the loss as far as that piece of recycling and that additional reputation there that I would have gotten with it. That's what I hate more, is I would have gained some reputation for getting the place entirely cleaned. Hmm. This room is sort of a trick because it doesn't count at all. It's another reason where I wish I could recycle everything, because then this place would be stripped to the bare bones, because I take the shelving, I take the tile. It'd be a multi-day process, but I would gut this place entirely. And so therefore I wouldn't have any questions as to what was left. As it stands though, I'm not seeing it. So I guess I'm just going to have to accept that defeat, move on to my next site. I also wish that the yellow highlight was something I could control. Like if I press a specific button, it would just pop up. It would make it much more useful, because then you could sort of see more of a hint almost when you were needing it. That one I'm glad was lit up there, because that was a tricky one being on top of the chair there. Not sure I would have noticed that otherwise. Trash bag is full. I also do wonder if I might have tossed something and missed the truck with it. So I'm going to be a bit more thorough on this and carry the stuff to the truck to toss in each time. It's going to take a little bit extra time, but as I said, sort of a little bit paranoid that that might have been what happened. As I said, I think also the trash is sort of randomly generated. So you do have rooms at points that are just completely empty, which is sort of a red herring, because you feel like, oh, there must be something in that room, when really there's not. Well, that one was a lot simpler. We're already done with that. Yeah, I don't know on that one piece of trash. Not a fan of the fact that I lost out on some trash and such, but guys are already back. They've already unloaded. So I'm running behind here, but I did have 3 loads that I did, so. And just the fact of having the one where I'm missing something means that, yeah, it took me a bit longer trying to look for it. I also did have something I wanted to try with the machine tonight. I think I figured something out. I was just laying in bed yesterday, and or actually that would be today's. Well, no, for you guys it would be yesterday. But I think I figured out something with the machine and the multiple parts to it. I'm curious to try it and see if I'm right. I think I know how to get the original type of product while keeping the machine in one piece the way I have the 2 of them. So we're going to see if I'm correct on that, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I want this first. So I want to put that on there. Now you go ahead and start sorting the waste. I'm going to go ahead and grab the stuff from over here. Got all these people getting into the recycling spirit. It's great. Okay, there we go. Yes, that was becoming a serious problem in a hurry. We'll just leave that over there. Alright, so we got this to put in the machine. Then he's sorted all those. I do have an idea though. So in case you weren't sure what I did there, it does say press R to reset rotation. And so I pressed R and it went ahead and teleported it over there, which is great. Alright, so first thing I want to do is look at the contracts for the day. So we do have a contract for paper, actually. That's an interesting one. And look at the price tag on it. That's actually great. Alright, so we do want to do the contracts when we can. Interesting. Alright. And we have one for metal ingots as well here. Alright, so we have quite a few things here to try out. So this paper one, can we get 36 paper? That's going to be the question on that one. So the glass one's the one we're going to try for because that looks like it's got a contract for something more. The sawdust is just sawdust, and I think the plastic was okay as well. So I think that's the way we're going to go with it. Let's see first of all how much metal we have. We have 55.2, which is not going to be enough for this contract, I don't believe. Yeah, not going to be enough for this contract. But I can use it to test out my theory. So let's go ahead and let's say make 10 of these. Now I just want to make one of these. Huh. I had hoped it would push it on through. Unfortunate. Try making one more of these and see what happens. I was hoping it would go ahead and put the other ones out the machine. Well, that's not as thrilling as I had hoped it would be. Alright. Let's see what we've got here then. Go back up to the top. So we got 36 of those. So we would need 72 paper in order to do this. Do we have 72 paper? We just have the magic number of 72. So if you know how it is that I can make the machine do more, basically what I was thinking is if I only put in an order for say 1 ingot and it had a bunch of stuff in it, I was hoping that it would send it on through. But it doesn't seem to be able to do that, sadly enough. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. Hoping that the machine will just be able to get those when they're ready. And it'll be fine. mechanical robot's getting a good workout there. Alright, so let's go check out. For this, I think I'm just going to make these. Let's make 3 more bars. No, that's not where I wanted to be. Contracts. So we need 24 bars and 48 of those. Alright, let's work on the 24 bars first. Let's go ahead and mark that. Alright, so how many is this? 5. So I need 19 more, which means 40, so 38 of these, I think. Let's go 600. Sweet. Deal on that. How much sawdust do we have? 109. So we can do both of these deals. Let's go 500. Oh yeah, the plastic one, let's go ahead and deliver that. This one, let's go ahead and do, let's try 400. $378. $368. Alright, so we got those 2 done. Paper-wise, we've got the 36 rolls he wanted, don't we? Yeah, we've got the 36 rolls exactly. So let's go ahead and bargain with this guy. Don't know how much I can push him up, so let's go 1250. Actually, let's go 1270 and see what he says. He's willing to do 1270. All right. Green Forge, Trash Collector, and 1 more robot. All right. I don't really care about most of that stuff right now, but we shall see. So I want this. Then yeah, alright, nothing there. I don't know what this does exactly, but alright. Staff-wise, we're going to get 1 more trash collector. I mean, the guy's not bad, so we might as well hire him. Yeah, we're going to have to get a truck for him. Alright, so then let's see here. We had a glass contract also. 30 of those, so we would need 60 if this does the smelting. I don't even know if this does the smelting or not. So that's one of those things we're going to have to find out. Or, I mean, I don't know if this produces the product that they want. It does the smelting, obviously. Yeah, if anyone can tell me how I get it so that this machine will allow the standard metal to pop out, I would appreciate it. Because I'm not really sure other than by separating the machine off, and I hate to have to do that. It's a real annoyance to have to do that time after time in order to get the materials you need. I got 7.2 of them. I need more than that for this contract as it is. I am going to take the contract though, this metal one, because of how much it's worth. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. Still worth quite a bit of money. So let's go ahead and bargain with him. Now I'm going to take the contract for 1,300. If I can, I'm sure I'll be able to. Alright, so let's take that deal. Yeah, we're going to need the pressed metal, which is the problem. So right now, I'm going to just go ahead and carry this over here. Run the machine for the 7 that I have. I mean, I've got 3 days for this, so I'm not too worried. I should be able to get it easy in the end, but we'll have to see on it. I don't have enough glass for that contract. You know what? I have other supplies. Actually, how much glass do I have over here? 7 of them. Still not going to be enough, I think. Yeah, 7 would only put me up to 49. So for right now, you know what? We're going to turn this into the product. We'll go ahead and sell it just as it is, and then we'll look for a contract in the future for it. So let's go ahead and just do that. So we'll do 42 of those. Then we'll see how this machine runs it here. Yeah, this is the melted glass. So we can do 21 of these. So contracts are back on the table because the contracts make it worthwhile to do it. And what I may have to do is just actually separate the pieces of the machine. So like here, then I could go ahead here and toss them into the smelter. And that might be what I have to do. Sad as that is. Because, yeah. As I said, if you know a way around it, I would love to hear it because I do want to do it more efficiently. I just can't seem to figure out how to make the combined machine make the base elements just by itself. Now I'm going to need to sell this stack so that way I can make some money. So that I have money for the next day. Because my expenses are climbing and I need to have the stuff ready for the next day. The metal one I'll get done the next day, so I'm not too worried about that. I'd rather just sell the glass. I mean, it's decent profit here. So we'll sell 10 to you. We'll sell 9 to you. And then we'll sell 2 to you. That gives us a decent chunk of money. Have a decent amount of wood here still too. I do want some extra money, so let's go ahead and do the 19 for them. And 12 there, because I want to have the money. I want to be over 1,000 easily, so that way I have it for the next day. Paper I'm entirely out of. Plastic I have a ton left, but I sort of want to keep that plastic. How do I not have pressed metal yet? I have pressed metal there. Sort of wanting to keep that though. I might put the glass in. I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to sell that glass. Just want to have as much money as I can, just to make sure I'm in an okay position. There we go. I mean, when I go to the next day, if I need to, I'll sell a bit more. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. We've got one contract that's open. We just need to get the metal for it. As I said, if you guys have any suggestions on it, I may play a bit more of this game tonight. I sort of doubt it. I'm probably going to be waiting till tomorrow. So if you guys have played this game and know how like I could make it where this machine will pop out the bags of glass instead of the smelted glass, please let me know, because I haven't figured out how to do that. I want to be able to make rolls of paper, but at the same time have the press paper when I need it as well. And I'd rather not have to separate the machines out in order to do so. So with that in mind, I definitely would value your feedback. If you've got a suggestion, let me know. For now though, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and click that like button. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you back for more of Recycling Center Simulator.